All right, everybody, I don't know about you, but I've been noticing a bit of a trend with all the young hot shots on tour these days. It seems like not only can they throw better than me with their right hand, they can do it with their left too. I mean, I've seen these videos of guys like Eagle McMahon and Gannon Burr throwing left-handed shots better than I could ever dream of throwing with my right hand. And it got me thinking, I need to catch up to the curve. I need to be on pace with these guys. So today, I'm gonna kind of get a feel for what my left arm is made of. You know, we're gonna pit it against my right arm and see just how far away they are from each other. Because I don't know, I've thrown some lefty shots before and I think I'm okay at it. I mean, I write with my left hand, so there's some amount of coordination there, but I gotta know for certain. So today what we're gonna do is I'm out here at the East Campus course at Liberty. We're just gonna play a little loop, probably like 6 or 7 holes, and I'm gonna throw with my right and then with my left. We're just gonna see how close my left can get to my right and just see what I'm capable of. Because honestly, some of these guys, like Eagle McMahon, I mean, he was throwing left-handed shots like in a major tournament just 2 years ago and making birdies with it. So I gotta figure this out because, I mean, what an amazing tool it would be to just, you know, not have to throw forehands anymore, just have a lefty hyzer. So yeah, we're just gonna see how it works. All right, starting off with a hole that is a bit of a doozy, but it should favor the left hand because it is a left to right downhill par 3, and it plays like probably like almost 400 feet. So this is gonna be an early test. The hardest thing with the left hand is it's gonna take me a few holes to calibrate, and also just hopefully I don't injure myself. I'm gonna throw my right hand forehand first. I'm gonna go Raider, try and flip it up. This is a bomb of a forehand. That was actually so good. Okay, that was pretty decent, but I think it's short. It's time to unleash the left hand. I think I'm gonna go kind of understable because I don't know how much turn I'll be able to get. I'm gonna go with the grace here and just try to rip it. Just try to keep the nose down. I feel like I gotta teach myself how to throw again. Don't make fun of the run up. No roasting the run up. It's not gonna look coordinated. Okay, that was like 10 times better than I expected. I don't know if the camera frame caught that, but I threw it flat left of the power pole and then it just faded right at the end. It's in the middle of the fairway. That was not as bad as I was expecting. Really promising start for the left-handed shot here. This drive got like almost to the bottom of the hill. We go shaman. If I could get a par on the first hole, I might actually lose to my left hand. Maybe I have like no bad habits in this arm. It's all in the right. I don't know. I don't see where my right hand shot landed, and that's not going to be a birdie. This is so weird. I'm not mad about that. That's a part, but it kind of hurts. I'm like awakening muscles that aren't usually used. All right, we got kind of a long look for birdie on the right-handed shot now, and then we have probably a 32 footer or so for par on the left-hand side. All right, that should be par. We got a chance to say par with the left. Okay, it's time to see what my left-handed putting is made of. It can't be that much worse than my right hand. Like, legitimately, all jokes aside, can't be. All right, that was pretty ugly. That was pretty ugly. So, tap in bogey with the left arm, tap in par with the right arm. This is one of the more difficult holes I'm gonna play on this loop though, so that wasn't the worst start. All right, our second hole here is definitely the best opportunity to make birdie with the left arm because it's about 250 feet up the hill and it fades a little bit right at the end, so it sets up for the left-hand backhand throw. Big opportunity. Will I get a lefty ace? I feel like I have a little bit of this responsibility to learn how to throw left with my left arm because my 2-year-old son is like almost certainly a lefty. He does everything left-handed. So I'm gonna have to figure out how to teach him to play. And I wasn't able to figure out how to play right arm, so this is my next chance. All right, right arm first. Right arm has the tee right now. Is this what people with no friends do? It's like my right arm versus my left arm today. I used to do that when I was a kid and I would be at the golf course by myself. I would pit golf balls against each other. Like, oh, the Nike ball is playing against the Callaway ball. Does anybody ever else do that, or am I crazy? I'm gonna go with the pace here. That is literally under the basket. Okay, I think I need all the speed I can get, like most holes I probably will. I'm gonna go with the honey here, left hand, backhand, rip. Gonna have to scramble. It's gonna be very tough to keep the left hand disc online. Also, like, the small muscles, like in my hand and my wrist, just don't like that at all. Every putt matters when it's a left hand one, even when you're this close. Right hand under the basket. I will say the weirdest thing about throwing these lefty shots is not necessarily the arm, but it's the stance. Like, I just did a patent pending back there, and I'm so used to having my left foot behind the disc on that, but instead I had to use my right and pivot out the other way. That is just like so foreign. I don't recognize that at all. All right, this hole is a doozy. Downhill, breaks to the left, which means I'm gonna have to bring out the lefty forehand. Lefty forehand has better rotation, but historically I throw them straight into the ground, which actually could be fine on this hole because the ground goes downhill. Never mind, this is the perfect storm. I'm lefty ace, maybe on its way. Yeah, the basket just finishes a little left. Gonna go righty with the rock first. That is perfect. Get left. I think that's a little deep, not bad. Okay, now I just gotta decide what disc I wanna throw lefty forehand. All right, lefty forehand time. I'm gonna go a little more stable here with the toasted marshmallow, my AJ Destroyer, because I think I can flex it a little bit. I just gotta get it in the air. Oh! Oh my God, that's gonna putt. Like, my left arm, that form is so bad, but like, there's so much more life left in it. I don't have 4 years of high school baseball just ruining my right arm. Okay, left-handed shot ended up like 35 feet from the basket. The hole is all the way up there. I mean, it's downhill, don't get me wrong, but I'm pretty happy with that. I think the right-handed shot is like back behind it to the right a little bit. Left-handed birdie putt here. Debating going to the scooper if this one doesn't work out, because that might be more effective. Yikes. Not a terrible bid, bad roll away. We're in danger of bogey. Seems that no matter which hand I use, putting is going to be the weakness for sure. Woo. Good birdie with the right hand. I don't know, I've done this really weird thing now where I'm kind of attached to the left arm and like rooting against my right arm, which is interesting. Yeah, on to the next hole. All right, we got another solid hole for the lefty backhand. Wide open, really, so tons of room to just crush the hyzer. So this is going to really be a test of my distance. Starting with the forehand, though, with the right arm. Okay, that was decent. I think it rolled kind of down behind the basket. That's a birdie look. All right, this could be the one that puts me in the hospital because so much space. I've got the honey in hand and I'm just cranking on this. I'm trying to get it to flex. I'm trying to snap it. This could hurt. I'm gonna try and get that lead shoulder down. Oh! I'm sure you could hear that very loud exclamation I just made because that was legitimate shock. I had no idea how I just did that. I've been just like arming them, and that one like snapped out and spun. That went kind of far. That's like past the basket. Wow. Okay, there might be something there. Okay, we got a bit of a daunting putt here for both, really, but for the lefty, I'm going scuba now. We're changing up the strategy. That was dangerously close to sliding down the hill, but it didn't. We're fine. I'm going scuba on this one too. Yeah, that just has to be the play. Okay, hey, that's a par. That's our, is that our first par or second par? Second par. That's not bad though. I'm kind of getting birdie looks. I just can't do anything on the putting green. All right, let's do the right hand now. I believe that is the first time I've tied my right arm with my left arm. Also, I will say this: you throw enough lefty shots, when you put that disc back in your strong hand, your right hand, it feels like the training wheels are off. Like it is so much better. All right, I really need another one of those special left-hand backhands here because this hole is uphill, almost 400 feet. It's another hole where I'm gonna go forehand, right hand, left-hand, backhand. If I can get the honey, or might even have to go more stable, if I can get the disc to what I want, I might be able to like get up there. Pretty nice forehand considering there is a howling headwind. You probably can't even hear me. All right, gonna chip up here with my signature Supra. If you missed it, we dropped these last Friday on foundationdisc.com. There may still be some there, probably will be. So check it out if you haven't. Yeah, I promise I'm better at throwing it with my right hand. All right, we got a long scuba here. Ooh, not bad with that scuba. All right, that'll be a par. Birdie putt with the right arm. Just a disclaimer, if you notice the camera quality change, my camera battery died, so I had to switch. So just put it out there. All right, we moved into the woods now. Level of difficulty goes up. We got 2 more holes in this experiment. This is kind of a 2-shot hole. I don't know if they call it a par 4, but it should be. I got to get around the corner first and then get up and down. So I'm going to go lefty forehand, but first we're going to go righty backhand with Toro. That was actually pretty bad. The door's open for the lefty. All right, lefty forehand. I'm going to go cap wrap so that I can't roll it over. I kind of crushed it. Not the best position, but that wasn't too bad. All right, this is where my right hand shot landed. I'm gonna try and approach with the slammer. I think that's pretty close. The left-handed shot's not in a good spot. Okay, this is complete jail. I'm just gonna try and pitch out, which is easier said than done. Okay, I missed where I was aiming, but I'm luckily out. Tough up and down here, very awkward stance. I don't even know how to grip the disc. Okay, might be able to scuba it from there. Oh. I can hang in the open all I want, but as soon as you get in the woods, the weaknesses of my left arm are being exploited. My right-handed shot, by the way, was parked to that. 3 for the right hand and a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for the left hand. One more hole. All right, we got one final hole here to try and get a birdie with the left arm. So far, I'm pretty impressed with my left arm today. It held its own. Not the same accuracy, but it could do some things out there. This hole is wide open. It's like 280 feet. So there's an opportunity. I'm going to go forehand with my right arm first. That's perfect. All right, left hand backhand. I'm going stalker. Got to go fairway because I got a hold of the honey that one time and threw it probably 350, 360. So I got to dish down a little bit if I can actually throw it right. That was a decent pump. I'm proud of that. I didn't turn it, so no birdie, but that was decent. All right, I think scuba might just be the best play at this point if I'm inside of 100 feet. I may have also just thrown that 30 feet past. All right, so left arm fell a bit behind today, but honestly, it did a lot better than I thought it would. I don't really play left-handed disc golf ever or try it ever. I've only done it a few times, and it's better than I would have expected. So, hey, I would not encourage you to try and develop the skill of throwing with your off arm unless you injure your main one, because I probably just made backwards progress in my actual disc golf game today, but it was fun. And if you don't have anybody to play with, play against your other arm. And that's all I've got for you. I'll see you next week.